You probably have seen a lot of videos about this topic, but nobody mentioned this main reason that I'm going to show you in this video. Because even a t-shirt from Zara that is 20 years old is not the same as is today, and Zara is a fast fashion company. What I'm going to explain in this video is affecting all the industry, from luxury to mid-price brands like, for example, Lacoste or Ralph Lauren. Well, Ralph Lauren also has, you know, really expensive things, but it's affecting all the industry, all the fashion industry. That's why even 20 or 25 years ago, even you can get something from Zara that it was better than it is today. Because yeah, we can blame fast fashion companies. We can say, oh, they are lowering the quality, which is true. They've been lowering the quality over time because they are focused on produce more and more, and we have nowadays more clothes than never before. And I'm talking about everyone, not just the brands offering more clothes than never before, which is also true with the, you know, the super fast fashion brands like Shein or Primark offering crazy prices. For example, right now in Madrid you can get an ice cream that is more expensive, and I'm talking about like the regular ice cream that you can get now during the summer, which is €4.50. I mean, depending where you go, but it's the, you know, like the mid price in Madrid that is more expensive than a t-shirt from Primark. So where is the point of that? And how is possible that you can get a t-shirt made of 100% cotton for less than €5? Even 5, 10, 20 euros is really cheap. It's really cheap, $20. I know that Uniqlo is around that for some shirts as well. Anyway, it's still cheap. That's why brands are obsessed with price, with lowering quality. And when you're lowering the quality, you just need things faster and faster. Then they don't have time to take care of the clothes. They just need to be as faster as they can and as cheaper as they can do it. And that's why, you know, we only have, like, for example, in a regular cheap t-shirt, we have only one line of stitching here, not two lines, not double stitched, and also the stitches are, you know, like in bigger centimeters, because the density of stitches has been lowering over time. Now they just make few stitches, and before it was a lot, and that is one part of the construction that is affecting the quality, but not a lot. Because you're going to say that, you know, I don't have like a lot of problems with the stitches of my t-shirts. I know that nowadays most brands, especially fast fashion, are using synthetics, you know, polyester, viscose or acrylic, or a lot of different blends of synthetics. But even though if you got a t-shirt made of 100% cotton, that cotton, and here's the main problem, is not as good as it used to be 20 years ago. The problem is the overproduction of cotton. You know, the resources that we have in the land, especially, you know, in the ground of India, which is where the cotton is coming from, you know, mainly from India and China, and that cotton is not as it used to be. One of the reasons is because of the overproduction of cotton, because the cotton, it doesn't have, you know, the ground where it's growing, it doesn't have the resources, you know, to grow a good quality cotton. That's why they are using a lot of transgenic cotton, you know, nowadays. But also now they are starting with organic cotton. Well, it's supposed to be organic because, you know, India, there are a lot of frauds about that. It's probably like, oh, you want organic? Yeah, there's the stamp of organic for the same transgenic. It used to be like just 2 years ago, because nowadays even Primark is offering, you know, organic cotton for €5 or 6 or whatever they are offering. That is not possible. And even though organic cotton doesn't mean that it's better quality, the problem is with the quality of cotton. How I know that? Because there are not a lot of studies or articles saying that, but I know from my own experience, being in different international fairs of fashion, like Petit Uomo, for example, but also I have my own brand, and I've been in a lot of different factories. I've been with people that are in the industry for 40, 30 years, and everybody is saying the same. The cotton that we got today is not the same as it used to be. That's why the quality of that 100% cotton t-shirt is not as good as it used to be. Also because nowadays they are using a lot of card cotton, you know, like it's not comb cotton, because it used to be like the standard of using cotton. A good quality cotton used to be comb cotton. It's a process that it comes after the spinning, that, you know, all the cotton needs to transform to a yarn, and then it's transformed to a fabric. So in that process you have different options. It needs to be card, and after that you have the option to be comb, and then you reduce the smaller fibers of the cotton, you know, the bad quality fibers of the cotton, and most brands are not doing that, especially because it's more expensive, and also because nowadays cotton, it has a lot of small fibers, because the quality is lower than never before, and if you remove all the small fibers, you're going to remove a lot of the fabric. That's why the cotton of nowadays is really the worst cotton that we ever had, and that's the reason in my brand we are not using regular cotton. We are using Pima cotton, which is like Supima, but this one, it grows in Peru, and it has longer fibers, which are longer and finer, which creates a more resistant and softer fabric that is really pleasant to wear, and also retains the color better over time. And by the way, we just opened a pre-order for first time for America, for the United States, and you can get the tax-free. My brand is in Madrid at the moment. We sell mostly in Spain but also in Europe, but we never have that option to sell things to America. Now it's going to be open, so with the pre-orders we make things a bit cheaper than when it's going to be ready to wear. You know, when it's just in the stock, the price is the full price, but now we work like in the opposite way that most brands are working. We do sales, but we have this option of pre-orders. Then we order the quantities to the factory, and we have more, you know, more accurate idea about the quantities, the sizes that we need. That's why we don't overproduce, and we make thousands of t-shirts at the moment, so don't think that we are like super small. I mean, it's still small comparing with a lot of big brands. Just this year we sold more than 2,000 t-shirts. Pima t-shirts is 200 grams. The fabric the fit is great, it's slightly fitted, it's not super slim fit, but just keep in mind that this is our first time selling to the United States. We are going to work with UPS, and the delivery is expected for October. So if you want to support us and try our Pima cotton and feel the difference between this t-shirt that is made to last from any other t-shirt that is just rubbish, you know, that t-shirts that are, you know, made of regular cotton, which is not even combed, which is not even soft, which is just made for wearing few times and then just throw it away. Our focus is make things that last, and this is what our customer says, because we got also hundreds of reviews in our website. As I say, the pre-order is now open. It's only going to be open until Tuesday, so it's a really fast pre-order that you have that time to order one of the t-shirts and underwear. By the way, it's open for t-shirts and underwear. And now going back to the topic of this video, keep in mind that the quality is also not as good as used to be, and also the price. Here is the tricky thing, is most of brands are just cheap fast fashion brands or high-end, really luxury, you know, like Gucci, Prada's, Balenciagas, all that brands that they have crazy stupid prices. Of course, I'm talking from my own experience, and also I made different videos, like for example the quality of Loro Piana, that is not, I mean, it's not worth it. It doesn't make any sense to spend thousands or hundreds just for one piece of clothing. It doesn't make any sense. It's just for the prestige, you know, for the brand, you know, like the logo. Even if the logo is not going to be seen, it's just for that, for the brand itself, not for anything else. That's why it's called luxury. The same actually happened with cashmere fibers. Are not as good as they were before. 20 years ago. Even I have read this in Style Forum. This online forum is great to learn, to talk with people, you know, to share When I started my journey of dressing well, I started actually there, just, sharing with different people about style, about quality. And that workwear just mentioned this about the quality of cotton and also the quality of cashmere, which is lower than ever before because of the overproduction of cashmere. That's why even the cashmere for European, which is the best of the best, that's what they say about their own cashmere, of course, but it's not as good as it used to be. Even I have shown you that in a video with their socks, with their cashmere socks and with the peeling. For my own experience, that is not even fair good for 120 euros. Not even dollars, which is more than that in dollars for a cashmere socks that in the first time wearing them they got peeling. So the thing about the brands that I was going to mention is now we don't have like brands in the middle offering good quality, because that brands that used to be like mid quality and mid price, now they increase the prices because they don't sell as much as they were selling before. So now they just decided to go for luxury. I mean, we still have few brands that are like kinda in the middle, offering good quality and good price. It needs to be as that, at least from my own perspective, which is the philosophy of my own brand. We want to keep things, like simple with principles, making everything in Spain, Portugal and Italy. We don't go, to China, to Bangladesh to make things cheaper and to make things with lower quality, because our focus is to be just in the middle, which is tough to be in the middle. We don't do sales, we keep all the year around the same prices, same quality. That's why we open the pre-orders when we sold out things. When we start new things, we also open pre-orders, like we are going to create a new collection, then we are going to see if it's going to work or not with the pre-order. That's the only way and the best way actually to be in the fashion industry, to don't overproduce. Also, don't blame just fast fashion saying, like they are the guilty guys of making a lot of clothes, of overproduction of cotton. We as a society are the ones that are buying that things that they are offering, because we support the brands. If we don't want that brand to be making the same as they used to be making, it's like, don't go to Zara. Don't buy anything from fast fashion. Don't go to, Forever 21. Don't go for Marks and Spencer. Don't go for any fast fashion company that doesn't have the principles that you want. Support the local industry, or at least, the European industry or American industry. If you just match your principles with the principles of the company you want to support, then that company is going to grow. If you don't do that, you cannot blame that companies, because you are supporting them of making the same as they are making, which is crazy, by the way, the things that Shein, Primark, Zara are making. Even Zara is like the good one among there, because Shein is crazy what they are making, hundreds and hundreds. I have read the other day that a worker needs to make 500 pieces of clothing every day or something like that, which is crazy. I can imagine the quality of that is terrible. It's just fucking rubbish. Yeah, that's why we just opened the American market. You can go to our website, which is hussars.net, and have a look there if you want something. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.